I think the economic state of Boulder is much better than a lot of places. We're not dependent on one really big employer, and I think we're going to weather this a lot better than other areas, and I'm fairly optimistic for the year.
Sometimes in Boulder we think we're just an isolated little section. I think we're doing better than many parts of the country. Certainly because of our university and a lot of smart people here.
The University of Colorado is a tremendous asset, and it brings with it all kinds of subsidiary or associated industry, and that creates the foundational employment base. The biggest issue is uncertainty. We're not certain what the stimulus package is going to look like, where those monies are going to flow. We're not certain what Obama is going to make as his priorities. Now, he said in his campaign that he has priorities, healthcare being one of them, but with the economy the way it is, those priorities may shift. So this uncertainty makes people hold back. And I think that once he gets in office and once we understand where he's going, people will be willing to start new things and bring their innovative ideas to the market.
I think there's major changes happening. As we talked about in the Roundtable, financing is very difficult. Property values are declining. There will be a number of owners that may not be able to refinance even good projects. The CMBS market is absolutely gone. That was depended on, particularly for larger projects. So how you refinance those projects, what happens if you can't, major questions. So the next 12 months will bring opportunities and problems for a number of us.
Since I'm from the healthcare industry, I think that there's huge opportunity with biopharmaceutical companies. Roche is a huge asset to our community, but also the Genome Project. So we're going to have new technologies emerging based on an individual's genetic makeup. One of the things that we're doing in the Boulder Valley area is we're trying to bring some organization to the ambulatory setting. 80% of the time people don't need the hospital, and the truth is we would like to help people stay out of the hospital. And the best way we see for improving productivity is bringing some organization to what is now a cottage industry. What I mean by that is that most of the physicians are organized in 2 to 4 physician groups, and those groups don't talk to each other. And even if you have a big group like the Boulder Medical Center, in the past those physicians didn't necessarily talk to each other about treatment plans. Well, technology is bringing to the forefront in a real way electronic medical records, and if those medical records are built in a way that they can talk with each other, we'll be able to redesign care and provide best practice in a way that'll improve productivity.
The software industry is always changing. It's always something new. That's one of the challenges, is to keep up as it changes every 4 or 5 years. Now the web is playing an even more and more important part. The cost of doing at least startup software is probably dropping, which is a good thing, as VCs might be more reluctant to invest right now. And in our industry, software for communications, there's a radical shift going as companies think about ways to communicate more effectively without people having to drive all over the place or fly in planes. And we may benefit from that. I think we will.
We are affected, certainly in my buildings. A number of my tenants have had layoffs. A number of my tenants have been affected by the Wall Street scandals and have lost their funding and are unable to pay the rent or continue. So we are affected here. In 2009, I think we see the seeds of hope at the little round table we just had. Sherry Leopard mentioned that when people are laid off, as she was some years back, she put her own shingle out and started her own business. I think we're starting to see some of that, and that will certainly bode well for all the smart people that we have around here. So I suspect things are going to get a little bit worse in 2009, at least the start of it, and we'll see the seeds of the new generation of leaders perhaps being spawned in 2009.